Imagine lying down after a long day, hoping for deep rest, only to be pulled out of sleep 2 or 3 times by the urge to use the bathroom. Many seniors accept this as just part of aging. But here's the startling truth. Nighttime urination is not always caused by age alone. In fact, medical studies show that frequent trips to the bathroom at night increase the risk of memory decline, heart strain, and even falls that can lead to broken bones. It is easy to blame the bladder or the prostate, yet the real trigger is often hidden in daily habits. Something as small as a late evening drink or the wrong kind of spice at dinner can quietly disturb the balance inside your body. And while you may have tried limiting fluids or taking pills, the problem often continues. But here is the hopeful news. A simple kitchen spice that you already know, cinnamon, may actually help calm the bladder, regulate fluid balance, and give you a full night of sleep without interruption. The secret is not just eating cinnamon, but eating it the right way at the right time. Today, I'm going to show you exactly how to use cinnamon so that you can finally sleep through the night without waking up again and again. Before we begin, I'd love to hear from you. Where are you watching this video from? And what time is it right now? Leave a comment below. I can't wait to see your answers. And if you enjoyed this video, hit that subscribe button. If not, just give it a like. It really helps this channel grow. Why nighttime urination happens. As we move past 60, the body begins to change in ways that are easy to overlook but impossible to ignore. One of the most important changes involves a hormone called vasopressin. When we are younger, vasopressin helps the kidneys slow down urine production at night so the bladder can stay quiet for hours. But with age, this hormone gradually declines and the kidneys continue to filter fluids even while the body wants to sleep. Instead of a calm night, the bladder begins to fill again and again, waking you before your mind and body are truly ready. It may feel like just an annoyance at first, but over time, it quietly robs you of the deep rest your brain and heart need to stay strong. At the same time, the bladder itself becomes more sensitive with age. In earlier years, it could hold 14 to 16 ounces, nearly 2 cups, before sending an urgent signal to the brain. After 60, however, those same nerves often cry out when only half that amount is inside. Imagine being forced awake at 2 in the morning just because the bladder holds a small glass of water. Many older adults tell me they feel frustrated, even betrayed by their own body. They fear the embarrassment of accidents or the danger of rushing to the bathroom in the dark, yet they rarely speak of it with family. Habits around food and drink add another layer to the problem. Drinking several glasses of water after 7 in the evening or sipping on tea and milk late at night may seem harmless. In reality, the timing puts extra strain on kidneys that are already slowing down. The fluids do not have time to clear before bedtime, so the bladder must handle them in the quiet hours when you should be resting. A simple cup of herbal tea at 9 o'clock taken out of comfort may be the reason you are awake at 1 a.m. Certain foods and drinks can also act as hidden triggers. Caffeine in coffee or tea, alcohol in a glass of wine, or even broth-heavy soups and watery fruits can behave like diuretics. They push your body to make more urine at exactly the wrong time. Many seniors in America and India share the same story, thinking they are eating light and healthy in the evening, only to find themselves marching to the bathroom 2 or 3 times before dawn. The good news is that this cycle is not a life sentence. By adjusting habits, Drinking most of your fluids before late afternoon, choosing gentler evening foods, and avoiding diuretics at night, you can calm the bladder and allow your body to rest. Nighttime urination may feel like a silent thief of peace, but with knowledge and a few small changes, you can regain control. Your age does not define your nights. Your choices do. And when those choices are made with care, mornings can begin again with energy, steadiness, and hope. Cinnamon. Why it works. Cinnamon may look like nothing more than a common spice sitting quietly in your kitchen, but its power runs much deeper. For centuries, it has been known for its anti-inflammatory properties, and modern science now confirms what tradition always suggested. Inflammation in the body, especially around the kidneys and bladder, can make nighttime urination worse. By gently calming this inflammation, cinnamon reduces unnecessary strain on these organs. It also plays a role in balancing blood sugar levels, which is important because unstable sugar can increase urine production and irritate the bladder. When blood sugar is steadier, the kidneys are not forced to work overtime at night, giving the bladder fewer reasons to wake you from sleep. Another quiet benefit of cinnamon is its ability to support healthy circulation. Good blood flow is like smooth traffic on a highway. It helps every organ function in rhythm without unnecessary backup or stress. Poor circulation, which is common in older adults, can cause fluids to pool in the legs during the day and then shift back to the kidneys at night, creating extra urine while you are lying down. Cinnamon encourages steadier blood movement, which means fewer sudden surges of fluid into the bladder while you rest. This simple effect can translate into fewer bathroom trips, deeper sleep, and brighter mornings. Research also highlights how cinnamon interacts with insulin, the hormone that regulates blood sugar and communicates with many systems in the body. With age, the body sometimes becomes less responsive to insulin, leading to imbalances that can confuse the bladder. These false signals make you feel as though you need to urinate even when the bladder is not full. Cinnamon improves the way cells respond to insulin, restoring balance and reducing the unnecessary messages that disrupt sleep. You do not need to be a scientist to understand this. Think of it as helping the body hear the right signals instead of false alarms. Cultural traditions across India and the Western world have long valued cinnamon in warm evening drinks. In India, it often appears in masala chai or turmeric milk, bringing comfort and calm before bedtime. In the United States, many families recall hot cinnamon apple cider or warm cinnamon tea during colder months. These rituals were not just about taste. They were gentle ways to relax the body and prepare it for rest. When cinnamon is enjoyed at night, it not only warms the stomach, but also creates a sense of security that helps the mind release tension. Take the story of Mrs. Eleanor, a 72-year-old from Texas. She struggled for years with waking up 2 or 3 times each night. After trying cinnamon tea each evening, she noticed a remarkable change. Within 2 weeks, she was sleeping 6 hours straight without interruption. She described the feeling as if her nights had finally become her own again. Her story reflects what many older adults long for: control over their nights and the peace that comes with it. In the end, cinnamon is not a miracle cure, but it is a safe and natural tool. Used wisely, it can help calm the body, reduce nighttime urination, and restore the gift of deep healing rest. Sometimes the smallest spice can make the biggest difference in the quiet hours of the night. How to use cinnamon. Practical recipes. The beauty of cinnamon lies not only in its healing properties, but also in how simple it is to bring into your daily routine. One of the most trusted ways is cinnamon tea. To prepare it, take a small stick of cinnamon, place it in a cup, and pour boiling water over it, then allow it to steep for about 10 minutes. The warm aroma fills the air and creates a sense of calm even before you take a sip. Drink it about an hour before bed, and you may find your body gently slowing down, your thoughts softening, and your bladder staying calmer through the night. For many older adults, this quiet ritual becomes more than just a drink. It is a signal to the body that rest is near. Another gentle option is cinnamon milk, a remedy cherished both in American kitchens and Indian homes. Warm a cup of milk, stir in half a teaspoon of cinnamon powder, and drink it slowly while sitting comfortably. The combination does more than soothe the stomach. It nourishes the bones with calcium, while cinnamon helps relax the body's systems. Many seniors find that this small habit not only supports better sleep, but also reduces nighttime leg cramps or stiffness. Imagine ending your day with a cup that warms your hands, steadies your heart, and tells your mind that you are safe. If you prefer something lighter, honey cinnamon water is a simple and effective choice. Stir half a teaspoon of cinnamon into warm water, add a teaspoon of honey, and drink it before lying down. Honey offers gentle anti-inflammatory benefits, while cinnamon supports digestion and calms the bladder. Together, they work quietly to reduce irritation that often triggers unnecessary bathroom visits. For older adults who struggle with indigestion or acid reflux, this recipe may feel especially comforting. It is not heavy, it is not complicated, but it can make a real difference in how deeply you sleep. Cinnamon can also be enjoyed as part of a light evening meal. Sprinkling a little on oatmeal or slicing a banana with a dusting of cinnamon powder creates a nourishing snack that keeps the stomach satisfied without overfilling it. Oatmeal helps stabilize blood sugar, and bananas provide potassium that relaxes muscles, while cinnamon ties these benefits together. Seniors often describe this as their comfort bowl, a meal that feels kind to the body and encourages fewer interruptions during the night. For all these recipes, it is important to remember safe amounts. Half a teaspoon to 1 teaspoon of cinnamon per day is enough for most older adults. Taking more does not mean better results, and in fact, it may put unnecessary strain on the liver. If you are on blood thinners or any medication that affects circulation, it is always wise to ask your doctor before starting a daily routine with cinnamon. Cinnamon is not meant to be a cure-all, but when used wisely, it becomes a gentle companion. By choosing one simple recipe and making it part of your nightly routine, you may discover that peaceful rest is still within your reach. Sometimes the path to better sleep is as close as your own kitchen cupboard. Habits that help cinnamon work better. While cinnamon can be a powerful ally for calmer nights, it becomes most effective when combined with healthy daily habits. One of the most important is the timing of water intake. Many older adults make the mistake of drinking large amounts in the evening, believing hydration before bed will prevent nighttime thirst. In truth, the kidneys process that fluid during the night, filling the bladder and waking you from precious sleep. A better approach is to drink about 70% of your daily fluids before 4 in the afternoon, then taper down gradually. This way, your body processes water while you are active and awake, leaving the bladder quieter at night. Seniors who follow this simple shift often report fewer nighttime awakenings and greater confidence when moving around the house in the dark. Dinner habits also play a role in how cinnamon supports your sleep. A light early meal allows your digestive system to finish its work before bedtime. Heavy soups, watery fruits like watermelon or oranges, or even large bowls of broth late in the evening may seem harmless, but often overload the bladder. By eating dinner around 6 or 6:30 and keeping it simple grilled vegetables, a small portion of lean protein, or a light bowl of oatmeal, you give your body the calm it needs. Many older adults share that just shifting dinner time made them feel lighter, avoided heartburn, and reduced those frustrating bathroom trips at 1 or 2 in the morning. Combined with cinnamon tea or cinnamon milk, this routine sends a strong message to the body that night is for resting, not digesting or flushing out fluids. Keeping the body warm is another underrated habit. Cold rooms and chilled feet often irritate the bladder, creating unnecessary signals to urinate. Aim for a bedroom temperature around 70 degrees Fahrenheit, which supports both bladder comfort and deep sleep. Wearing soft cotton socks can help prevent the sudden chill that many seniors feel in their feet at night, a sensation that often coincides with bladder urgency. Cinnamon, known for its warming properties, complements this perfectly. Drinking a warm cinnamon beverage while ensuring a comfortable sleeping environment creates a sense of safety and relaxation that the body responds to with fewer disturbances. Think of it as wrapping yourself not just in a blanket, but in a quiet shield of warmth. Equally important is avoiding substances that secretly disturb the bladder. Caffeine in coffee or black tea, even when consumed in the late afternoon, can linger in the system for hours. Alcohol, often taken as a nightcap, may feel relaxing, but in reality stimulates the kidneys, leading to more urine production. These drinks not only disrupt sleep, but also prevent cinnamon from showing its full calming effect. Seniors often describe the relief they felt once they swapped their evening coffee for a gentle cup of cinnamon tea, finding they could fall asleep faster and wake fewer times at night. Finally, do not forget the power of gentle movement during the day. After 60, many people notice swelling in their ankles or lower legs by evening. This fluid, when you lie down, flows back toward the kidneys, producing more urine just when you are ready to rest. A simple 20-minute walk in the morning or afternoon, or even light chair exercises, helps the body move fluid earlier in the day. This habit not only supports the kidneys, but also strengthens balance, reduces stiffness, and improves mood. Pairing daily movement with cinnamon in your diet creates a cycle of health that builds confidence and peace of mind. When older adults hear advice like this, they sometimes feel overwhelmed, thinking it is too late to change long-standing routines. But the truth is that even one small adjustment, a cup of cinnamon tea at night, an earlier dinner, or a short walk, can start reshaping the way your nights feel. These habits, combined with the natural support of cinnamon, offer not just physical relief, but emotional reassurance. They remind you that restful sleep and steady mornings are still within your control, and that caring for yourself is as possible now as it has ever been. Clearing common misunderstandings. When it comes to nighttime urination, Many older adults carry quiet beliefs that seem logical on the surface but cause greater harm over time. One of the most common is the idea that drinking less water during the day will reduce bathroom trips at night. While it feels sensible, the body reacts differently. Dehydration during the day makes the blood thicker and forces the kidneys to work harder when you finally lie down. This can actually increase urine production at night, not reduce it. Many seniors in both the United States and India have shared that when they cut back on fluids too much, they not only felt weak and dizzy, but also found themselves waking more often. The healthier approach is to drink steadily throughout the morning and early afternoon, then taper down toward evening. This keeps the body hydrated, protects the kidneys, and calms the bladder by bedtime. Another misunderstanding is the belief that nighttime urination is only a male issue tied to prostate health. While the prostate can affect urinary patterns in men, women face the same problem, especially after menopause. Hormonal changes during this stage can make the bladder more sensitive and reduce its ability to hold fluid comfortably. Many older women feel embarrassed, assuming the issue is rare or only connected to men, so they keep silent. Yet across the world, women over 60 often describe waking 2 or 3 times each night just as men do. Recognizing that this is a shared challenge helps remove stigma and encourages both men and women to take steps toward relief. Nighttime urination is not a gendered problem. It is a human one that comes with age, and both men and women deserve understanding and support. Some seniors turn to sleeping pills believing they can force the body into deeper rest. Unfortunately, medication rarely addresses the real issue. Sleeping pills may help you fall asleep faster, but they do not change the bladder's signals or the kidney's work. This means you can still wake up, or worse, you may sleep so deeply that rushing to the bathroom becomes dangerous. Many older adults risk false confusion or grogginess the next morning. Doctors warn that long-term use of these medications can create dependency without solving the root cause. A more effective solution is to focus on calming the bladder itself with natural supports like cinnamon, improving circulation, and adjusting habits around fluid intake. By treating the source, not just masking the symptom, you can reclaim healthier nights with less risk. Finally, there is the quiet resignation many older adults feel, the belief that nighttime urination is simply destiny, a punishment of growing older. This sense of helplessness can be heavy, leading some to give up on seeking solutions. Yet medical research and lived experience both show that small changes can make a meaningful difference. Drinking water earlier in the day, eating lighter dinners, using cinnamon to support balance, and keeping the body warm are all within your control. Even gentle daily walks can reduce nighttime urgency by helping the body process fluids at the right time. Many seniors who once felt hopeless later discovered that with steady, small adjustments, they could sleep 5 or 6 hours without interruption. These misunderstandings often grow from years of quiet struggle, but they do not have to define your future. By learning the truth and applying practical steps, you can protect your rest, improve your mornings, and live with greater confidence. Nighttime urination is not an unavoidable fate. It is a challenge that responds to care, knowledge, and patience. And that truth offers not just medical relief, but emotional comfort, the reassurance that even now you still have the power to shape your nights and mornings for the better. In California, an older gentleman named Robert had quietly struggled with nighttime urination for years. At 75, he accepted it as part of aging, waking 3 times every night and shuffling to the bathroom in the dark. The repeated interruptions left him drained in the morning, his memory foggy and his mood heavy. His daughter worried not only about his exhaustion, but also about the danger of falling during those late-night trips. After reading about cinnamon's gentle effect on the bladder, Robert decided to make a small change. He began drinking cinnamon tea each evening 1 hour before bed and adjusted his water intake so that most of it happened before 4 in the afternoon. For the first week, he noticed a slight improvement, but was still waking more than once. By the 3rd week, however, the change was undeniable. Instead of 3 trips to the bathroom, he woke only once and some nights not at all. He told his daughter that it felt like gaining back entire hours of his life, hours filled with deep restorative rest. His mornings became brighter, his walks in the garden steadier, and his sense of hope quietly returned. Across the ocean in Mumbai, an older woman named Meera faced a similar burden. Every evening, she cherished her ritual of drinking strong black tea at 9 o'clock, believing it helped her unwind. Yet, night after night, she found herself waking at least twice, her body restless and her mind weary. She was embarrassed to admit it, thinking this was simply her fate as a widow in her late 60s. When a neighbor suggested trying warm cinnamon milk instead of tea, Meera hesitated but eventually agreed. Within days, she began noticing a difference. The heavy urgency that woke her at midnight grew weaker, and after 2 weeks, she was sleeping 6 full hours without interruption. For Meera, it felt almost miraculous. She woke with renewed strength, able to join morning prayers with energy and joy, no longer haunted by the long, broken nights. She now shares her story with friends, reminding them that small choices like swapping tea for cinnamon milk can restore not only sleep, but dignity and peace of mind. These stories show that even when age brings new challenges, solutions remain within reach. With gentle changes and steady habits, restful nights are possible again. Nighttime urination may feel like an unshakable part of aging, but the truth is far more encouraging. It is not destiny, and it does not have to define your nights. With gentle support from cinnamon and simple adjustments to daily habits, many older adults have already found relief. By calming inflammation, improving circulation, and quieting false signals from the bladder, cinnamon offers a natural way to reduce those exhausting interruptions. The message is clear. You still hold the power to influence your sleep, your mornings, and the strength you carry into each day. The best way to discover this for yourself is to begin with a small, simple trial. Choose one of the recipes we shared, perhaps a warm cup of cinnamon tea or cinnamon milk before bed, and commit to trying it for just 3 consecutive nights. During those nights, also pay attention to water timing and lighter evening meals. Then notice the difference in how many times you wake up, how rested you feel in the morning, and how steady your energy is throughout the day. Often, real change begins not with drastic steps, but with a quiet commitment to care for your body in new ways. As we close, I want to leave you with a warm wish. May your nights be peaceful, your mornings filled with gentle energy, and your heart reassured that better rest is still possible. If this video gave you hope, please type the word HOPE in the comments. It may inspire someone else who is silently struggling just like you. And if you want more simple, practical health tips for seniors, subscribe to this channel, click the bell icon, and share this video with a friend or loved one. Together, we can make the nights calmer and the mornings brighter.